Okay. Turn the mind.
Ready when you are.
I'm ready. It's
Okay.
rolling.
These are Aplomato falcons. I've got two female Aplomatos here. They're used for bird abatement. They protect cherries, blueberries, and wine grapes.
Wow.
I work 5.5 months out of the year. I protect crops. Start with cherries and blueberries in Washington State. Then I finish off with wine grapes in Central California. And these guys will chase and sometimes catch if they can. Their intention is to catch, but I prefer they don't, because their food intake is rationed, and so I prefer that I feed them their daily ration as opposed to they catching something and eating it themselves. In any event, what they do is they will chase starlings, which are non-native to this continent. They came from Europe in late 1880s. 100 of them were apparently brought in for a wedding release in Hyde Park, in Central Park, and I think in the transit 80-some birds survived, and that was a disaster as far as them taking over. They're extremely aggressive species, invasive species that will fly in flocks of thousands at a time, and once you get 1,500, 2,000 starlings drop into a 1,000-acre vineyard, it's just a matter of a week or so to basically declare a complete loss. That's how much damage they can do.
Wow.
Anyway, so I'll take the hood off of this guy just so you can see the face. He's a little wild because he just came out of the molt. He just finished.
Wow, what a beauty.
I'm sorry, not out of the molt, but between off season and now, he was in a chamber. It was in a big aviary, so he's a little on the wilder side, but he's working out.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. These are females. Both of them are females. This one's called Pepper. The other one's called Bonnie.
Pepper and Bonnie.
Yeah.
Not Clyde.
Say that again?
Not Clyde.
Well, we had Clyde, a male that went with Bonnie, the original pair, but on line of duty he got killed to a red-tailed hawk, unfortunately. So then I replaced Clyde with Pepper, because females are just a little bit more robust. They're larger in size and stuff. And
yeah, she's beautiful.
Is this the one the red-tailed hawk pushed to the ground yesterday?
No, that was Ace.
Ace?
Yeah, we flew Ace over here. We had a couple 300 ducks in a field. There were pintails and mallards, and a wild female prairie falcon came in. They started crabbing, pushed the bird all the way to the ground, and usually it's a territorial dispute. Finally broke off and left. And
This was yesterday?
this was yesterday, yeah, on the way here.
You don't want to sacrifice any of your birds.
No, I mean,
No.
things happen.
Yeah.
Smaller birds fall prey to larger raptors. It's just a dog-eat-dog world out there. It's just
I see
big
it all
fish
the time
eating
on my
small
pond.
fish. Yeah. So yeah, nothing you could do. It's just that's just the nature of
And
the
they're all
food chain.
Paraguays, except for these
Yeah.
two
No,
are-
these are all these 5 birds here are hybrids. They're 50% peregrine, 50% gyr falcon. They're artificially inseminated, man-made product. They're specifically made for falconry. The only peregrine here is the guy in the corner, and you know, yeah, you pick up size and vigor with hybridizing.
Already.
There's 5 minutes left.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Are you going to feed him?
No, we're not feeding these guys.
Oh, whatever you would like to do.
Basically, yeah. These are both females. These guys come from Peru. They're probably the newest raptors that we have. You know, there used to be a small population of Aplomaros at the very southern tip of Texas.
Am I scaring
Yeah,
you?
he's a little scared because they're so tall. They're standing right over his head.
Oh.
You know, these birds, as I said, are a little on the wilder side because they haven't been handled for a long time.
Oh, and they basically are the fighters or the...
Yeah, these are working birds. And
So the next time you go to the store and get blueberries, there's more to it than...
Yep, unfortunately the quality of blueberries that I'm particularly protecting is all for export market.
Oh.
The cherries are all bought by Japanese. And we're talking about cherries that are almost size of golf balls. And
Wow.
if they were to be sold here in the U.S., you'd be paying $26 a pound for that.
Wow,
For those
I've
cherries.
never
So
even seen that
Yeah.
type of cherry.
they are amazing quality. And as I said, that's grade 1. Grade 2, which is the same variety but slightly smaller, are sent to Germany, Holland, Italy, Greece, and so on.
And don't tell me we get the smaller
We
of
get the grade 3, which is what you pay top-notch dollars at Trader Joe's and Whole Foods and so on. So
Oh my
by
God.
the time it makes it to the corporate level, big supermarkets, you're lucky if you get grade 4.
Oh my gosh. I bet nobody knows that.
Yeah, no. Same with blueberries. Wine grapes, of course, are different because it's local California grown for California winemakers.
So that's why country folks say you have no idea living in the city what you're missing. Wow. And how many years have you been at this? You started at 7?
I had my first falcon when I was 7. On and off, I've had something. I had a red-shouldered kite when I was probably 13 or 14. A common buzzard when I was in between that. But it wasn't until my sort of sub-adult life that I took falconry on at this intensity, and I've ruined my life for it. But if I had to do it again, I'd get right back into it.
Wow. Well, let me go over and get your car thing. There might be some growers that give you a call. On your website, it's got your photography too, doesn't it?
Here, you can get this back window fusion.
Vahe is a real photographer, so on his website's got a lot of his photographs. And plus you still have pigeons, don't you?
Yeah, I also breed genetically rare mutations of racing runners.
Do you have a business card?
Yes, I do. For which aspect?
For your Falcon Force?
Yes, I do. I'll give it to you in a second.
No, let's look it up in here.
And this is the kitchen
Yeah.
where you make the...
We don't tenderize the meat with that hammer. We use it for sticking the stakes in the ground.
Oh.
Just for clarification.
And what is this?
Oh, that's a scale for weighing the birds. Each bird is weighed twice a day.
Uh-huh.
And we keep a log book of who weighs what, and that determines how much they eat and
Wow.
so on and so forth. They're like athletes. They perform at a certain weight,
Oh.
and in order for that bird to be flying in its top-notch physical condition, you want to meet that weight. There's a little bit of window up and down, but generally speaking, you want to be as close as you can. So that's why I was weighing each bird to see which bird is going to eat how much.
Wow. You want to take your... Well, you wouldn't take your dogs out now. That would scare the birds, huh?
No, I can take him out.
Oh. I've got 52 seconds. No, that's okay. We'll wait till later. And oh, wow. Well, thank you so much. It's
You're welcome.
really interesting.
My pleasure.
And here we are at the... Here's the... Okay, so we'll wrap it up, YouTube.